Big brother,
Hey,
I salute you. I
nice meeting
salute
you.
you.
Nice meeting you
You
again.
know, you are one of the Nollywood powerful veterans, okay? And I believe that you have done a couple of movies, plenty of it. And I said I should ask you this question.
Yeah.
You don't need to introduce yourself. They have known you, they have known you.
Okay.
Because I really want to see our industry, the Nollywood
Yeah.
industry is falling apart. I don't know why. People don't do high budget movie anymore. I don't know whether you can just throw light on it a little bit. Let's see your own point of view.
Okay. Um. Well, for me, I'd say I like to disagree a little bit.
Okay.
Because Nollywood has actually in a particular segment of Nollywood has improved
Okay.
with regards to budgets as well, but not in totality. There are people doing big budget movies right now. I mean, their budgets of, a million. I know movies that have, they're doing so much when it comes to the millions in dollars, in revenue. And of course, it's as a result of big budgets they've done.
Yes.
But if we say in totality, the percentage of people doing this, or practitioners doing this high budget movies are not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, that is where the problem is, or you would say within a particular segment of Nollywood, which is I don't know if it will be forgiven to say the eastern part. We don't have too much of the very very high budget films. However, we still have the audience control. We still have that high viewership going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's notwithstanding, we still have a lot of problems, from different facets of Nollywood, from some crew members who have refused to learn
The
the new
job
ways of
of
filming.
yeah.
Some crew members who come in who don't understand the rudiments of it. Some actors who come in without having proper passion
Yeah.
for the craft. You know, um, also these are things one as is seen as the bottlenecks going on right now in Nollywood, as it were. But if you say in totality, as an avalanche, as a league, as a movement. We don't have too many. It's saddening that we don't have too many people doing high budget films.
Yeah.
Even the budgets of films that before I even got into Nollywood,
Yeah.
2005. Before I got in that
Yeah.
time, yeah. So yeah, we don't have those kind of budgets going on right now, which is actually a problem. Really, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, it's not encouraging at all
Mm.
because of some loopholes that I've seen.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people like those people like Saba. They say they differentiate between Asaba and Lagos film.
Yeah.
And this is the reason what I am seeing from your explanation that
Yeah.
there's a way they are taking this Asaba movie and Onitsha movie or Enugu movie and that of Lagos. Like in Lagos, you see people shoot cinema, but I've not seen people around here or Aba, Asaba, Enugu shooting that kind of high budget movie, cinema.
Yeah.
Because I believe that the marketers are not like before.
Yeah.
That they will come and pump in small money and they would like to do it. They all we have now is cut and nail, cut and nail. I don't know. It's because of money. And I believe that if we should have support of government into this craft, it's gonna flourish. I believe it will flourish even in Asaba or Enugu.
Well.
But you see, they know this job in Lagos very well. They follow the rudiments. I mean the way it's supposed to go.
But anyways, I would like to say this, okay? To an extent, you're right, but you still have some people within the eastern part of Nigeria still, very few, very very few, still trying their best to shoot very good films. Um, oh, oh, I mean, I'm privy to be a producer, director also with rock, and I
Okay.
know, rock is one medium that The quality control, trust me, is so hard to pass. They've had a breed of very good filmmakers right now, because for your film to pass through rock quality control, trust me, it's almost like the eye of a needle. But then, you know it has elevated filmmaking within the eastern parts, because so you have lots of films in that aspect, within for rock being done in Enugu
Okay.
and what's it called, yeah, I think some in Asaba
Oka
too.
on
Yeah,
Asaba.
but one thing is, we must understand that movie making is an expensive medium. However you look at it,
Sure.
the viewers are now much more aware
Of a little
of
little tricks
they
any
are.
mistake you make.
Yeah, they're much more informed. So some
Yes.
things that might have passed before, you don't expect them to be that silly to accept those, because now there are lots of choices. There's some people who want to watch YouTube. Now on the YouTube, there are lots of different channels.
Sure.
So there's some people that want to watch DSTV. There's some people who want to watch African Magic. There's some people who want to watch rock. There's some people who want to watch only cinema movies. There's some people who want to watch Netflix. There's some people who want to watch Amazon Prime. So you see, the competition is quite
It's
stiff.
high, yeah.
So he who puts in the work, peradventure, or puts in more money, more technicalities, more technical know-how, will not necessarily only artistry, will, win at the end of the day, which is what is happening.
Sure.
Which makes it look as if, okay, Lagos is more, man, I work in Lagos a lot, but like, this is, it's where I live and all, but that's the truth of the matter. So, but the biggest problem, I think, that the East hasn't still recognized is distribution.
Okay.
Distribution is the biggest bottleneck Nollywood
The
has.
challenge.
The challenge, it's always a bandwagon effect.
Sure.
Once they notice one route, everybody
Follows it.
follows suit,
Yeah.
not trying to actually look for other avenues, which is what is going on in Lagos. There are people looking for different avenues to market their films. So but on the Eastern Divide, there is a problem there. But notwithstanding, I'll say kudos to the East too, because they've been able to control large viewership.
Yeah.
They've been able to, through their films, regardless of a lot of issues we cannot deny,
Yeah.
technically and otherwise. Or I don't want to buttress on those issues, but regardless of that, you've had a viewership that goes beyond Nigeria, the Caribbeans,
Sure.
even the Black Americans, for information, for which the Caribbeans look at the films we do here as how Africa was, and probably would be, and mostly through Eastern films.
Yeah.
So, but the step up is needed.
Every day we learn.
Yeah.
Every day we hustle to make up levels.
Yeah.
Because you don't just be stagnant or be stereotyped because they say you don't do well.
Yes.
And you go ahead, you said, okay, they said that I'm not doing well, so I'm
just
let me
gonna
be
stay
where I
that
am.
way,
No,
yeah.
no. We have to be stepping up every day.
That's right.
And there's something bugging again. There's something I want to ask.
Yes.
In this movie industry,
Yes.
why they said we do voodoo? You said we do voodoo so much in our movies that it has affected a lot of lives, and that's why we have a lot of many deaths in the industry. I don't know how true that thing is.
That's a fallacy. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Come on now.
Because
Come on.
I don't understand.
I don't think so. Things happen to people every day, but of course, it's the cross you carry, because you're in an industry of that is in the know of people.
Yes.
So anything that happens in your industry is on record.
It's
It's exaggerated, so to speak. So I don't believe that, but I also believe the voodoo and stuff has watered down over the years. I don't think it's so much on the high anymore. But notwithstanding, I don't think I'm sure of voodoo, but like you cannot devoid. This is a part of the existence of what happens. Who are we? We are preachers of the ills and the gains of the
The society,
society.
yeah, all
So
the
that is so
maladies.
that is what Nollywood is. Is a means for education.
Sure.
However you decimate it. So in all, I beg to disagree with that myth. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. It's been a wonderful time.
Thank
It's
you.
been a wonderful time. I am Kingsley Oji, aka Ebuigwe.
Hey, big way.
Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
I, you know, what we do, we have different characters.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows you and know your character very well. What you'll be able to, showcase in a movie. Whenever people sees you, I say, hey, this is my man. This is what he's about to do, or this is what he can do, and all that. So likewise,
Yeah.
so even by the time I had problem, a lot of people came out and said, Nollywood don't help themselves. Nollywood don't help themselves. They don't help themselves. I don't know. You know, this thing we do, does it mean that we don't help ourselves? But I disagree with that. Are we helping ourselves? We help ourselves. Depending, because they see us as billionaires, millionaires, due to the kind of things they see us like big driving big cars and living in good mansions and all that. Please, can you throw light?
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, people are bound to their own beliefs for the fact that they exist or coexist within a particular sphere of work. It doesn't mean that people don't have their own personal behavioral patterns.
Sure.
I mean, we have good Naira notes, we have fake Naira notes, we have bad Naira notes, we have ugly ones. So it is people's attitudes. But then, in all, I speak for myself.
Sure.
Most of the time, it's not something. I'm one person. I don't come out to say what I've done or what I've done for people or whatever. But if it's on a scale of compassion, I'll tell you this, and I know two other actors that do the same thing. Sometimes they don't want to be called. They want to be. Most of the time, if it's somebody they don't know, or maybe they're in the same industry with, even if they're not in the same industry, sometimes, I mean, I've done it many times where colleagues of mine that I don't, maybe we don't talk or whatever, they have problems. Yeah. I will send my PA. I'll give the person money to pay in. I don't want my name there. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I've done it not once, not twice, not three times. I've done it, lots of times. Some I just put in, maybe I use my company name and just send it in, as it were. So because sometimes you don't want your details in there, or you've done your widow's mite. But in all, I want to believe that right now we have a strong guild. Our guild president is doing so well, to harness, and as much as possible help, members of the guild to. I'm talking about the Actors Guild now.
I'm just happy about it.
Yeah,
and I really thank God that it's coming from you.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when I say it, people begin to tackle me. Hey, you are defending them because it's your members. Hey, you are defending them. Like what you are saying is what I always tell people. Some will want to give you something and they wouldn't want their name to be pronounced.
Yes. Oh, I've done it a lot of times. Even outside Nollywood, I've done it many times. I don't want anybody to call my name. And I don't want nobody to know it's me.
Yes.
But it's between me and God.
Simple.
Because sometimes, in all, it's not like you don't want to hide sometimes. Sometimes you help out, and then your phone is on repeat.
Yes.
You understand?
Any little thing they'll begin to call you.
And then the person that knows the person has his own private problems, and how
even you are giving to somebody, you have your own problems too to tackle. Yes.
Oh well, but we'll
there are some certain times I like to expatiate and tell people this is how it is. They say it's a lie. Nollywood don't help themselves. I say they help, they do it.
And again, some people do not know. See, it's, how will I put it? You see, people should really cut a slack on Nollywood, please, because you see the pressure is too much.
It's too much.
And it has led to some people who will be sick, and at the early stages of it, they don't want to talk. It has killed some of our members.
Yes.
They don't want to talk because they are shy. They don't know what people will say.
Ha.
I mean, come on now. They don't know what people will say, and then maybe when the thing is so terrible, they can't do anything,
Bad.
and that's when people will be in the know, and then everybody's oh, Nollywood,
They don't help
they don't help
themselves.
themselves.
Why the person didn't
Why
even
the person didn't
open up.
open up when it was early until it got real bad,
Sure.
you know. So, and again, you know, we don't pray for
Misfortunes like
misfortunes
that.
to happen, but trust me, the typical Nollywood actor or Nollywood being you see, you might be shocked how many dependents that person has.
Sure.
You know, from nuclear to extended family
Sure,
to
sure.
friends and all of that. But notwithstanding, that we should do more. We
Yeah.
should do more. It's still no excuse. We should do more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love this, and that's why I say we should deliberate on one or two ideas.
Yes.
About our industry,
Yes.
so that some people out there, they will see and know that we are trying our possible best too.
Yes, because
Okay?
like the insurance policies going on right now,
Yes.
I know that lots of Nollywood people there are still people who haven't. The president has been singing it like a song, telling people to for pensions, for insurance, health insurance. There are still some people who are adamant of this. They know, but they're not going into it. So sometimes, you know, please, if you've not done things like, please, if you're in Nollywood, please, it's a wake-up call. Okay, let me just use this medium to talk about
real
it. Yes.
wake-up call. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time.
Thank you.
I say, let me talk with you, and let us just have some interactions so that people will understand our own state too.
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
Thank you so much.
People coming in should be much more.
Yes,
you know.
This is Mike Ezuruonye. I'm right.
Yes, last time I checked.
This is Mike Ezuruonye, a wonderful Nollywood actor, powerful. No be today starts. No be today. Igbo onye Igbo now. Onye Igbo, ezigbo onye Igbo, ezigbo onye Igbo. Ezigbo nwa Abia State. Ọbụrakwa my me na Imo State. Go. The same way ka isi ala. You understand? So asụchakwa asị alụcha na iro eburu n'aba n'obi. That's how it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless.